It's good afternoon. Hi, everyone. I hope everybody's doing fine. I had a bad cold. That's why I've not been here. I think I was here last on Sunday. So yesterday I was nursing a cold and I'm feeling much better. I wanted to go back to test for COVID today again, but I thought there was no need because they said we should wait for 3 months. So anyway, I hope everyone is safe and is taking care of themselves and taking the precautions. If you're not well, we are praying for you. So today I have my t-shirt. By the way, I sell these t-shirts. It says breathe, it's life. Some things just happen and it is life. And whether you want to accept that these things have happened, it is life. You don't really have a choice. Sometimes you don't really have a choice. Like living, you don't have a choice but to live. And if you're sick until you die, you don't even have a choice to even stop. I believe when God is going to call you, he's going to call you. So today I want to talk about decision making and dream killers. Dream killers and oversharing. Those are like three things at the same time. So I just want to start with men. Men are good when they're married. A lot of men, when you see a lot of successful men, people say there's a woman behind that woman. And it is true because men are created in a different way and women are created in a different way. But as a married woman, I can tell you that once we get married to these men as women, most of us find ourselves under them, and everything you want to do, you have to swing it by them. And if you're married to one of those men that everything you swing by him, he says no, you're pretty much like done on planet Earth. You're not ever going to do anything because everything you tell them, they tell you no. And in the past, maybe I should say 2 to 3 years, I've watched a few divorced women that I knew, that I divorced now, that are doing a lot of things. And I just, as much as I believe in marriage, I didn't plan to get married, but I ended up getting married because marriage did not look very attractive. Because when I was growing up, marriage was looking very restrictive. And I still believe that marriage is very restrictive because everything you want to do, there's somebody stopping you, especially for women. And yes, I've spoken to some men who are married to women who are dream killers. Like every time you try to start something, they tell you, you know what, you can't do that. So once we get married, there is a possibility that you're not really going to be your full potential. Okay, let's go to friends and the people that you surround yourself with. Sometimes it's your family, sometimes it's your mom, sometimes it's your sister. We have things that we really want to do. Like when I started wanting to talk on Facebook, a lot of people were against it. Those people that I call my friends, they didn't think it's a good thing. But you know what? I decided by myself that, you know what? I'm not going to consult anyone. Please tell me you can hear me because I don't see anybody's comments. I decided, you know what? I'll just talk. I'm an older woman. I'm looking forward to mentor other young people who are coming behind me. And that was my purpose. And it's something that I'm able to do. So I didn't see the need really to listen to them. So I went ahead. It's not that I have really made it, but I'm still doing it. And a lot of people are against it. Say hello to me so I know that you can hear me. The opposite of the word procrastination is decision making. There are those people who keep deciding, I'm going to do this. They keep deciding, they really never decide. They keep saying, I'm going to start a business. If they're in a bad marriage, I am going to leave this marriage. If they have a bad job, they are going to leave this job. If it is pornography they are watching, I'm going to stop watching pornography. I'm going to stop hanging with so and so. Today I want to speak to you people who are always deciding and you're not really sure what you want to do. For me, where I am in my business, the last time I left my job in 2012 is when I resigned from my job, 2011. When I went to tell my supervisor that I was leaving, he told me, you can't leave this job. I had been in that job for 20 years. I had put literally 20 years in a company. Think about that. And in terms of progress, that was like the worst thing somebody can do. Staying in a company for 20 years for a 48-year-old woman, when you do the studies, that was a little too much. So I had overstayed. But he kept telling me, but I didn't go to consult him. I went to tell him. I made a decision that I was leaving, and I left. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever done. Ever made. Anytime you decide to do something and you share it with someone, a lot of people will discourage you. And this is something I have to deal with every single day. Now that I have 4 children, I can ask them the same question, 4 of them, and I get 4 different responses. So you can imagine, if I wanted to do anything based on my children, which of the children's opinion am I going to take? Because everybody has their opinion. So really, this afternoon, it's at 4. I usually come here at 9:30. It is at 4 that I decided, you know what, as much as I don't feel well, I need to say this to someone. 4 of my kids, I give them the same question, and each one of them is going to give me a different choice, a different decision. If I tell my husband some of the things that I want to do, 100% sure he's going to tell me no. 100% sure if I told my mom some of the things I want to do, mom is going to tell me you can't do that. If I told some of my sisters some of the things I want to do, they're going to tell me you can't do that. There is that part of our loved ones, the people that we call our friends, the people that are very close to us, the people that we love, the people that we cherish, the people that we speak to on a regular basis. There is that part of them that is always stopping you from what you want to do. Their opinions, you really think their opinions matter. You really think my kids' opinion matter. My husband's opinion really matters. My sister's opinion really matters. My cousin's opinion really matters. My friend. So you find yourself, actually, especially if you're in poverty, you find yourself in a very bad situation because you have overshared of all the dreams and goals that you have. And every time you tell them, they discourage you. They start telling you all the bad things that can happen. People's opinions vary depending on where they are in their life. I'm 48 years old. If I ask my 6-year-old, their opinion is going to be different. If I ask my 9-year-old, their opinion is going to be different. So your opinions are going to be based on where you are in your life. So people, stop oversharing. Stop telling people too many of the things that you plan to do. Sometimes it's even a business that you want to start. You go share it with a friend. Before you know it, that person has started the business. Maybe it is something you want to start, like a little self-support group for divorced women or women who've been battered, or something to do with something that you really have experienced. And you share it with a friend and they tell you, no, if you do that, this is going to happen. Try to do your things in silence. It is something that I'm learning the hard way as someone who brings themselves to social media. Silence will carry you a long way. As much as I talk as much as I can, you know I like to talk. Sometimes I've spoken too much. And it doesn't really cost me, but it has costed me because I give somebody an idea and they run with the idea, and then I don't feel bad, but at the same time, I give them that idea. So go ahead and decide what you want to do. You know, some people discourage you from the idea because they want to go with the idea. Some people discourage you from the idea because they envy you. Some people discourage you from the idea because they are really genuine. But when you turn 18 years old, something we always have to remember, when you turn 18 years old, remember that you need to make decisions by yourself. Don't count on another person to make a decision for you. Because when you ask other people to make decisions for you, they might mislead you. Some people, it could be even your own kids, it could be your own parents, it could be your siblings, they have low self-esteem. If you depend on somebody to make a decision for you who has low self-esteem, for instance, I want to start public speaking, and I tell somebody who's extremely shy that I want to start a nice blog where I can just talk. They're going to tell you, oh, you know, people will abuse you. Don't go there, you know. If you cannot just get regular knowledge from people that you follow, purchase the knowledge. Go somewhere, buy a book. I have so many books here. Purchase knowledge. Take some of the money that you earn from your regular job and purchase knowledge. Don't go to ask for support or for opinions or people to help you make decisions, because they are going to mislead you. And you know what? Sometimes people don't know how passionate you are about something. Find that purpose. You're the only one who knows what you really want. Because I can tell my husband I want to be a motivational speaker. He's not a motivational speaker. He's not interested in being one. He's not interested in any of the things I'm doing. But I'm swinging my passion through my husband, whose passion is soccer, whose passion is the game. Why would I count on somebody whose passion is different to approve something that I'm passionate about? What is your talent? I saw another post where this woman was offended that the husband told her that, you know what, you don't really have a talent. She was offended. Nobody should tell you what your talent is. You need to identify your talent. And another thing is, if you're hanging out with people who have no ambition, if you're married to somebody who has no ambition, if your mom or your dad happens to be those people who have zero ambition, the fact that somebody is your mom, somebody is your dad, somebody is your sister, your brother, some of them lack ambition. So when you tell them that you're going to start something big, they will discourage you. So you might as well find a school, take a class, read a book, do something to help you make decisions on your next step of where you want to be. And we always need to be reminded that you can be anything you want to be. Just tell yourself that, you know what, I believe I can be whatever I want to be. I believe I can achieve whatever I want to achieve. Remember that the people that you love are the people that fail you most of the time, because they think they are looking out for you, but they don't know they are not looking out for you because they don't know how passionate you are about something. So go find that person, go find that book that is going to boost you, that is going to encourage you, that is going to make you want to pursue whatever you want to pursue. If it's a business, go ahead to the business office, register it. If it's a workout, get up and do the workout. If it's meal planning, do the meal planning. And breathe, because you know what? It is life. Breathe. Don't stop breathing because of people's opinions of something you decided to start. They always have an opinion, just like all of us. Each one of us has an opinion about something that everybody wants to do. In fact, when you watch the news, you watch the news with an opinion. And going back to men, when I look at men after a divorce, I see a lot of men with regrets. Because you know what? Now that there was somebody who was telling them, you can't do this, you can't do that. Some of them, when they get that space, because of the nature of men, they do a lot of things, and then they look back, they wish they had listened to their wives, because women are more careful. If you're listening to me and you're married, sit down with your wife. Don't kill her dreams. Give her the opportunity. If she wants to start a business, support her. If she wants to start a daycare, let her do it. If she wants to start a blog to talk about whatever she's passionate about, let her do the blog. If she wants to cook, let her just do that cooking. It is okay for your spouse to thrive while they're still married, you know? Now this head wrap can wear. Yeah, this head wrap is very beautiful. Thank you. And it added my beauty, in fact. And it's only $10. That is even the beauty of it. I have a lot of them. It's cheap. Cheap looks good sometimes. So, people, today, that's the message I have. And men, look at your ex-wife. Look how she's glowing. And ask yourself, why is your ex-wife glowing? Because she wanted to wear lipstick, you refuse. She wanted to dress up, you refuse. She wanted to start a business, you refuse. It is a trend that I'm seeing that is very concerning. Divorced women are looking beautiful. They are wearing their makeup. Why is that? Why is that? People should not be divorced so they can look good. No. We should not go that way. Because a lot of men, every time we want to start something, they just want to jump in and redirect us. Men are just like not so ready to test the waters. But women, we get together. That's why we have successful businesses. Women, that's why we have investments. That's why I think most of us are even able to save up more. Because you know what? We kind of know what we want. And sometimes when we get into these marriages, we just get caught up. So don't get caught up, and don't get your wife caught up not to pursue what she wants to pursue. Allow your wife to thrive. Allow your husband to thrive. Don't limit people. And if you're married to somebody who has no ambition, I don't even know what you want to do with that person. Just if you don't want if you don't want to divorce them, because let me drink water because some are going to get mad. Don't divorce them, but sit with them, look them in the eye and say, listen, I am going to start a blog on Facebook to talk about delivery. I'm going to start a cooking channel. I'm going to start something. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to start selling candles. Look him in the eye and ask him that don't even ask him. If it's going to interfere with his life, how it's going to interfere, let him tell you the advantages and disadvantages. We should not kill people's dreams because we are choosing marriages. And people's opinions will kill you. Women, if you're married to an abusive man, don't ask your mom if you need to leave. Your mom will tell you to stay. Your mom will tell you that work things out because she worked things out. When the skinny jeans came, my mom did not want me to wear skinny jeans because she thought I was exposing myself. But mom didn't know that that's the latest style that was in the market. So sometimes your mom can kill your dreams because she's from a different generation. So asking your mom when you're in a bad marriage if you can leave the marriage, that is, you'll die in that marriage. Your mom's opinion, yes, she's your mother. But her opinion might not be really the best opinion because she's thinking like 80 years old. She's thinking like a 60-year-old. She's thinking like a village person. So be very, very careful. Get knowledge according to the environment and your age. And decide. Don't that word is hard. Procrastinate. Guy, I can't even say it. Don't keep saying that you're going to do it. You're going to do it. Do it. If you want beautiful skin like my skin, go to the website, get the black soap. If you want, to look the way I'm looking right now, start eating well. If you want to look good, just do your thing. Don't even listen to anybody. Don't let people argue with you. Do not entertain arguments. That's how you get good skin. If you see your skin is breaking, just know that somebody is aggravating you and you need to cut those people off. Cheers, guys.